So
Dick!
welcome on in, Miles. So I know last we left off, we did end up getting a special Magatama that allows us apparently to start picking the locks of the hearts of some people. I think we got what we need to start picking that lock, if this may be a one-time thing or if there might be something else to dig in, so let's take a look and see what happens here. Take that! The victim. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then where's, your proof?
Picking the locks of hearts for people so Mr. Ace has a Keyblade? Honestly, when this first came up, I was initially thinking Phantom Thieves from Persona 5. I'm not saying that Keyblade is just as much as possible. While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might at least indirectly known of him.
What do you mean, indirectly?
I should try to show the possibility existed, for now. So something shows a possible connection between Edie and Dr. Gray. Meanie.
Take that!
Take a look at this newspaper clipping.
What is it? A story about an accident?
Please read the victim's name.
Mimi Meanie.
Meanie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Meanie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she?
So you noticed. She was my older sister.
This game. Welcome on in, Forest Fox Rye. I hope you're doing well today. I'm gonna take a wild guess you don't have much positive memories of this game. I'm sure Eenie is supposed to be pronounced like Eenie, Meenie, Miney. Oh, right. Yeah, Miney. Eenie, Miney. I love Phoenix Wright, but this one was not great. You should have seen in the crap I had to deal with 2 weeks ago. Sorry about your loss. Your sister. Was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. I say only the third case was bad. Well, we're right in the second case, so... Which is how you knew Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Wow, I guess the lock was shattered. Unlock successful. Oh my goodness, I just replenished. While I'm thinking about it, Miles, I do remember you mentioned in a private conversation with me that your energy does get replenished. Is it, replenished by half of what you lost or half of the entire gauge? Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray.
My sister name was Mimi Miney.
Half the whole gauge, so always 50%. Okay, that's good to know. Because I was actually a little concerned when I saw the bar. It's like, uh-oh, if I do end up screwing up something, it's like, how often do I have to hit this lock? Hit one lock, or is it like multiple locks? I guess we'll find out. Third was the worst. Second is grading. It goes too long. Well, we are in the second case right now.
She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
That's what I thought.
I heard that, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. My sis was, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked.
Wiped out? So, is that why she fell asleep at the wheel?
That guy, drove my sis so hard, so, that's why the accident happened.
Is this the first game? No, this is the second game in the Ace Attorney Trilogy. Justice for All is what it's called. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice?
Yeah, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was punished by, everyone's expectations and, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, are we done? I, already told my story to, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works.
Again, probably to refresh me, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be pronounced Psyche Lock, unless it's just simply Psych Lock. Either way, A sounds right to me. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying.
I like Psych Lock. Yeah, that is one. I think I actually leaned on that when it was initially introduced. All right. All right, let's see. Can't really talk, so we just keep moving.
Mr. Nick,
What's wrong?
I've never left Crane Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know E's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm gonna save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or straight-faced. A certain someone calls it psycholocks, which is funny because that's the Japanese, I'm guessing, name for the locks. Well, I guess when you stop to think about it, the word psycho could be, in this particular context, be short for psychoanalyst or psychoanalysis. But that's just my theory. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Huh? Must be Maya.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix?
That voice! It's Mia, isn't it? Mia!
Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own.
Or psychic, yeah. Mia. She's Maya's older sister. And my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help. Just like this. My man is faster than my hands typing. I keep leaving words out. Hey, you and me both. There are some times where it's like, oh crap, I missed that. Her spirit comes from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your clients.
Huh?
A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad.
Mia.
You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again.
I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened.
I see.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation.
And that is, tell me, please.
Believe in your convictions, and fight for the complete acquittal of your client.
You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure?
I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why.
Yes?
Mediums can't have dreams.
They can't?
From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and been buried in the ground. You should make your answer is like a traffic light, green to yellow and to red like a health bar. Yeah, I could probably do that. That's quick.
But that is impossible.
You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? It's gotta be the key. Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Looks like I beat her to the punch. Really? Come on, show me the key in this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? I hear Mia keeps getting locked up like this. No, that's Maya who gets locked up. Yeah, it is Maya that seems to be on the frequent end of finding herself in trouble with the law. Although, based on what I know, this is like... No, wait. Nope, this is the third time she's found herself in locked up. Twice in the first game. Mia, have you seen this key before? The key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. I mean... Oh, boy. Now I gotta try and refresh myself as to the events of from 2 weeks ago, because I know that Maya's aunt says that key is apparently the only one of its kind. She's the main character. Main characters never suffer too long. So then the question is, where did this key come from? I mean, Phoenix should have easily recognized it right away as the so-called only key to the channeling chamber. And yet, Pearl was holding it. So where did that come from? You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. You got it from the child. But how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time, but this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. 3 locks? Mia, what? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the psych locks. Which means Maya must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? To be continued. Well, that was interesting. I have a feeling this is going to be a 2-day court case, given what just happened. What? Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? And I have a feeling I know who it is. Based on an incidental memory recall. Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Now comes one of the best characters for stud to witness. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I stuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not! I ran! And your point being? Jeez. Jesus, how much stamina does this girl have? I can't. Oh my, if it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. How on earth is she looking as good as she does right now? Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. Japanese logic. It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that?
Oh, sorry, I mean anime logic. I get where you were going with that.
He's Vic's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection!
Okay, that was out of nowhere.
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
Objection!
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Objection! Objection!
It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life...
Maya?
Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
I'm guessing he probably resigned. Mr. Court, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 2. Order in the court. Will everyone please rise? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? I knew it.
What is with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why does he always seem mad at me?
Very similar gripping.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct?
Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason.
Revenge. Oh my god, she's a full-on dominatrix. She's bearing a whip!
Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow!
I'm talking.
Jesus Christ!
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. A total dominatrix, complete with a whip, but a Belmont she's not. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Felix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of the Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Try a German accent. She's supposed to be German. He's kind of trying it. Yeah, I am trying to... Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to find a balance of trying to make it more feminine sounding and yet still have that tough German thing to it. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because this is a plea of justified self-defense to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Felix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yeah, demonic. I'm not even gonna finish that thought. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this, I honestly surprised she doesn't whip him again. Okay. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. I know some people would wonder why Phoenix didn't go for a self-defense plea. To do so would ruin Maya's reputation and honor, which I think is still a big thing in Japan, but everywhere else, most wouldn't care. Yeah, I would agree with you in this case, Miles. Given the context of the situation and the culture involved, even if she was found innocent of justifiable self-defense, if she was found innocent and did self-defense, that would still be a stain on her honor and her family. The fact that she ended up taking a life. Objection! She's attacking the witness! I'm pretty sure that would be a completely different charge altogether. That is above and beyond badgering a witness. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, you mean him getting shocked wasn't bad enough? Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. That's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Floor plans added to the court record. So let me just take a peek at this. Check. Yeah, it's just simply just the diagram. Although, the diagram does kind of confirm one of my... So you are saying Dick deserves to get whipped? I'm not even going to entertain this conversation. You two can fight it out between yourselves. I'm staying out of this. But anyway, so yeah, looking at this diagram, one of the first things that did come to mind, and did come to Phoenix's mind, was this space back here. Probably big enough for someone to hide behind. The question is, who, if what, if any? That or Edgeworth cuts his salary again. Sounds kinky. Oh, brother. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Did we ever get the autopsy report? No, it's not in the court record yet.
Stop wasting my time, then.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. But again, why were there two gunshots? So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Autopsy report added to the court record. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead, point blank. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Yeah. I have a feeling if there's a contradiction about gunshots, this is probably the one that to present when the time comes. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the I better save, because I know this is a little bit tougher than in the last game. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be tougher than the first game. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have...
Object? Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Shot was fired from point-blank range. Point blank, huh? So, about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. That sounds about right. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn, or probably the proper term would be gunshot residue.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. Of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. Yeah, you've pretty much, well... This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds, you could come to the same conclusion, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of the other foolish fools.
A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first?
Think a little before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ugh, what a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Murder weapon was Gray's, 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That's quite true. Mr. Wright, yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense because now would be the time to do so? No! There is something off here. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better... think this through all the way. I feel like there's still something off here. The fact that there's 2 gunshots, 1 bullet going straight through the screen, something is still off. I still plead not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to the murder. After the trial, Mom's life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. No matter what. Even if she had every right to defend herself in some shape or form, again, that stigma would still hang with her. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective. Give your testimony. Yeah. I'm starting to wonder if I should expand my... I was looking at adding another variant, and I'm pretty sure I know what to do here.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Expand dick, you heard it here, folks! Oh, shut. Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without doubt, was not fighting back. So this costume, there certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time, there are blood splatters on it. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse? Huh. What's wrong? Chat's minds consider the gutter their domicile, don't they? Depending on who happens to be there, yes. That's wrong. You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Actually, I think I left the first name out. Maya's costume. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Wait a minute, a point. I mean, she practically sleeps in that thing. As you can see, it's covered in blood. There's blood on the costume. Lab results shows that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. And I see it! The bullet hole! The second shot! I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. You're literally feeding the answer to me! I don't even have to rely back on chat. I figured it out by myself and you just affirmed it. Looks like my time is up. There is one little thing. Ow! Hey, come on! No, I am an innocent baby. Like babies, kids. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's this problem you were talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. No such thing. Everyone is horny. The problem I have with the piece of evidence is here. Take that! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one's ever told me! A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya's updated in the court record. Okay, let me get a drink here. Oh, I almost had that spill out. Ugh, anyway. Press the check button for details. Oh, interesting. Sorry about that, I guess we messed up, sir. Yep. Is she actually smiling? Could have fooled me! What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony that just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
Objection!
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight! While I agree it's a mistake on the part of the police, overruled, go to horny jail. I am spicy, repulse, ace, so objection! The prosecutor von Karma has said it's true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. There's got to be a place where I can use the gun. The fact that it was fired twice. Defendant attacked... Fighting back. Hold it. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? We find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on the circumstances around the murder, change it drastically. Overruled, go to horny jail. Uno reverse. I think you just got appealed, Miles. Ugh, we're in trouble now. If only I had something to prove that victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I have to find critical contradictions and I'll have her. I do have let me get back to that statement. Was not fighting back. I present the murder weapon itself. 2 shots fired. Objection! What?! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Huh? Objection denied. What?! Okay, what then? That didn't go so well. The only... There's something else then. With the bull... It ends up... Okay. Let me slow down then. Review the evidence carefully. 8 inches off the ground. It's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Okay, let me... I'm back and save here. Alright. Don't think there would be... I doubt it was probably anything here. Oh my god, that's... Look. Well, okay. So the only other thing that could come to mind that could show that the defendant was fighting back would be this, the folding screen, and the fact that there is a bullet hole 8 inches off the ground. To me, that seems to be that would be supplementary evidence to the pistol. Von Karma is only 18 and a lawyer. Yeah, Miles was very young as well when he became a prosecutor, so that's no surprise. Well, this is the only thing, and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. I'd say he was fighting back, and it's coming down to the bullet hole here. I'll give this a try. It's the only other thing I can think of. No, that's not it! What am I missing, then? I must be on the wrong track? I feel like this is the statement to put the contradiction on. You are missing the evidence. What do you mean, missing the evidence? Okay, chat, chime in. What do you mean by missing in the evidence? What else has a hole? I mean, the costume itself. I don't know, it was trying to be funny. Ah! Hang on. Detective Dick Gumshoe! Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Uh-huh, you're right! It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that? Are you finished yet, Laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... Why, that's right! Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling... Okay, this is the final leg of this particular... During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were so close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. This scenario I've put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant, and in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you could get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Crane channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Crane channeling technique? Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him? But if you think about the blood loss, he probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness? Ah! Sorry. While the two men were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim Dr. Gray had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now you do understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. I know this is supposed to play a role at some point, but I don't think it is yet. Think. I feel like there's something that is out of order about the events. The stabbing and the gunshot. Damn it, I hate to end up using another already, but chat, chime in. What statement am I overlooking here? There's got to be something that I'm... I think the contradiction is where he says the victim missed his shot. But because they were too close, he missed. Okay, so then what evidence would end up contradicting that? Would it be the screen? Was I thinking ahead about the screen? But then again, wait a minute. If they were too close, he missed. But in that case, wouldn't there be even more gunshot residue or a strong on the costume? He took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. I would think that actually, if they were so close, he would have easily been able to easily get a shot off. So then the question is, which evidence is it? I have a feeling it's gonna come down to the gun. Unless, is it the diagram? When it comes to the position? Shot, but they were too close, he missed. And unfortunately, either... too close, he missed. I feel like the diagram has to come back into play then on this contradiction, and let me give it a try. No, it's not it. Yeah, that didn't win any points. Ugh, this is really racking my brain. Is it really gonna be the... Ugh. Jeez. Is it actually down to the autopsy report? They were too close, he missed. It's either now it's got me thinking it's either the costume again, the autopsy report, or the folding screen. I have a feeling that's probably not going to do anything. Yeah, I'm really struggling on this. This is not panning out. The logic is not panning out for me here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to just use it. What's the answer to this one step? I'm using my last chance, and that's it. If I get a game over, I basically have to start over from where I saved. I'm leaning towards the costume. That's what I was also thinking.
Objection!
Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecutor's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that? Anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How's that? And if that was even possible, according to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well then. That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. It does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when he was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. The only thing I could think of would be the knife. I can't say Eve here, so here we go. Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Prosecutor Von Karma's explanation in this piece of evidence. Do not contradict, huh? Looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal. Being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get that thinking cap on. There has to be a snag in her explanation. She put some distance between herself before rushing to make the final blow. Oh, jeez. Well, at least that didn't quite cost me anything. At least not apparently. So, it's probably the autopsy report then. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Take a look at this. Why are you shut? Damn it. So that wasn't it. No. 8 inches off the ground. I swear, if it's gonna come down to the costume again, that's gonna make me question how this thing panned out. Nope. This might be it. This piece of evidence here that destroys your logic. What's that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through it at the height of approximately 8 inches off the ground. Which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order, order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene, Your Honor. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like... that's what I mean. Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright. Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. The defendant was in this area. Was I too far to the left then? Because then... if I was too far this way, then she would have had to have been closer here to the wall. I feel like this is probably... Wait, what do you have to do? I looked away. I basically have to show where Maya was standing. I thought it would have been here because, as well, that does put a hole in the theory that she was shot at point blank. So she would have had to have been on this side of the room. But I'm trying to remember where the defendant letter was. But if I clicked here and that didn't work. So it was either closer to the altar or somewhere down here. I mean, how far would her arms had to have been? I'll just try it once more here. This time a little closer. Somewhere around here. Again? I know I'm in the right area, but what am I clicking? This feels like the whole urn thing from the last game all over again. where she would have had to have been standing would it have to be in an area where the bullet hole would have shot, hit the screen. Unless... Unless, was it, like, really dead center?
Take that!
God damn it! And I've used up my chances, so I'm not gonna do that again. This is basically trial and error now. Is it really gonna come down to that quadrant? It has to come down to the quadrant in here. It really does have to come down to this quadrant. That's the only direction that makes sense.
Take that!
Not a... What the hell? If she was standing... She had to have been standing somewhere here then. Because if the bullet hole was... Because too close means that there would have been gunshot residue and powder burns right on the costume. So she would have had to have been standing farther away from him. And well, for the bullet to end up making its way here, she would have had to have been standing somewhere else. Was she standing, like, closer on the altar? This is now really starting to frustrate me. Think outside the box. Like, literally, as Maya would. Unfortunately, my line of thinking always keeps me in the box. Unless it was, like, literally outside of a box.
Take that!
She was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Is it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You... I believe that has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Mai Fei was the real murderer, why would she be at the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Ugh. Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figure things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof! Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now, I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh, of all the things to inherit, why'd it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You could start by preparing your standing by first removing that third three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. A lot of hair. Jesus Christ, this really has... June 11:37, defendant lobby number 3. That was a close one.
I know you were giving it all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I feel like I was pretty close to dying myself.
You were wonderful out there.
I somehow doubt that.
You listened and carefully made theories and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you saved me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? You're talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearlie? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that.
11:43. Order in the court! Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, just sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey, Felix, how you doing?
Just fine. Hello, Ephra. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Pearl should be like, Nick, you're such a crappy lawyer. You're gonna get Mystic Maya killed. Ugh. That's Ephra. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, there? Yeah, I can't type worth shit. Hopefully, I hope you're enjoying your sippies. Howdy. Yep.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza!
Name and occupation.
I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine? This ain't fine. That's a whip! Ugh!
There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. My left hand is still recovering. Oh boy, I can imagine.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer. I'm here to testify.
Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Witness's account.
Only the doctor and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer then broke down the door and we rushed in the room. Inside it was the dead defendant. The dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
And did you say take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course.
Excuse me?
Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I did.
Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's the picture.
It was certainly seen the only defendant and the victim were in that room. Let me take a closer look at that. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Okay, she deserves that whipping. I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Ah, God, I'm down to my last shot already.
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Yeah, waiting outside.
Was it really a gunshot?
Are Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Ugh. Why don't you why don't you testify to the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world just becomes a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer then broke down the door and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure the defendant was the defendant Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? It's times like these are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what was going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murder at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see. Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Fitness! Think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure I am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? There was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given? Huh? What in the... Wreck given? You know, you reckon that's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging around behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Wreck given? I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon given, Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Her story adds up. What's worse, I was there at the scene of the crime with her, and her story is exactly how I would have told it too. There's something else here. Let me... Definitely not under the flooring. What about the door? What about behind the door? Did you check there? What do I look like to you? I wasn't born yesterday, you know. First off, the one that busted that door open was you. With the way you slammed that door, anyone standing behind it would have had more face than less nose, free of charge. In any case, there was no one standing behind the door. She actually had the police investigate that too? Her story adds up. What under the flooring? Could there? What about under the flooring? Did you check there? I ain't no ignoramus to make it out of there. Huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about me? Under the flooring? Come on, even a bug wouldn't crawl under that. Sorry to disappoint, but there was no secret passageway under the flooring. Oh, yeah, that was a bit far-fetched, huh? So now it's got to come down to a contradiction. And this is literally my last chance, and unfortunately, chat, I cannot ask you because I...
story adds up.
Hold it!
It's really only those two that went in. What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Ugh. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and I were the only two that went in the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only two of them went to chance. But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Hold it!
So you let me get this straight. This Miller down there broke the door. Honestly, Mr. Wright, why didn't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Mr. Scott, I broke down the door. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? Thank you for apologizing. Great, you're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. As I thought, there's nothing wrong in her testimony. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove that, oof, it's not Maya in that photo? I know that you can now present profiles. Wait a minute, let me look at that picture again. The bullet hole could be obscured. What to do? Something I'm overlooking. Sometimes you... Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia! I guess I made it in time, wouldn't you say? She's channeling herself through Pearl! But pearls? Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. Tits McGee has arrived. The advantage is still in your hands. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? There was a second picture! You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question, Lana, another time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated questions... Ah! It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better than... what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I've someplace I must go after this. Oof! All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us one more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press on her on those sections.
Struggle as you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat.
Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I'm waiting.
So, what did she look like?
You know, she looked like almost like a different person.
A different person?
She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear.
Yes, that is true. Well, then, Miss Hart, did you see anything happen?
I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it.
Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all.
Well, I reckon that's possible.
If the body inside the room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after channeling, or maybe... Ow! Foolish, spouting foolishness! Just I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that's the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Ugh, sorry, Maya.
Are y'all done? Can I continue here?
Two, right?
Two what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding?
No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I could be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious the prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it?
What? Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Confront her. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Oof. Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious, but you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That is all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with a second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
does not look like Maya! What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day, the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this? This might be a break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? Insist it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken a different appearance. There is one conclusion that can be drawn then, that somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order, order, order! Well, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. That person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it!
You're too soft.
Huh?
You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix.
Ouch! Ouch! She just slapped Morgan across the face there.
Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's smiling?
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word, if I may.
Mia?
Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place.
What is she...
From the moment I showed this picture to the courts, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind.
I don't even have even a single witty line.
It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya?
Well, it's literally all or nothing.
Your Honor! Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction into all the testimony up until now. Wait, the blood is on the... A contradiction?
So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. What is strange about the picture in this courtroom? It's the blood... Should be there. Yes. It's the blood splatter. It's on the white of the robe, not the... Uh-oh. I'm looking very carefully because this is my last chance. Wait, is it really? Well, that could be part of the blood splatter, but the fact of the matter is that the blood splatter is more on the whites of the robe, not on the purple, which was what was submitted in court. Ah! The bullet hole! The bullet hole is missing!
Take that!
Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd! Something that should be there is suddenly missing.
should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. All right, this should do some major damage to your argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not vary. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there'll be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, all right? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is someone... Well, it's literally down to my last chance, so I have to take it. The shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order, order, order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is there any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were on the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Wah! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? You and me and both, Phoenix. Well, the person in this picture is not the defendant. Then this poses two very different questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right, so now hurry up and answer this, Phoenix Wright. She is just going at it. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Maya's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we were forced our way to the channel is... a third person had entered it. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. This is it, the black key. Take that! Please take a good look at this. Okay. I've already seen it. Thank you. And what's the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you're doing. I think it's the court that should be sighing at you, Mr. Wright. Ouch, that stung. Damn it. Shit. I thought I was on the right track there. Let me think this over. I think the way I'm going about this is all wrong. I have to start over and try to think about things that... The third person was already in the room. And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions are true... Is it really gonna come down to something I can't explain yet? I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But, Mia, remember, there has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. Alright, Phoenix, calm down. What if... left the room, but not willingly. So it's gonna come back down to the third person entered it? But what evidence would I have to supplement that? Is it the diagram? And the fact that there was the space here? Maya was unconscious and she was hidden behind there? Into the channels. Maya left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how foolish a fool... Well, dreaming foolishly of foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. Chance of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. What am I missing? I feel like it's got to come back down to the key somehow. Maybe it was just wrong statement, but right evidence, wrong statement? I'm gonna give it a try. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, all right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yes, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key would have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time.
That's preposterous.
This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
No! 9!
Sheesh. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Oh.
So I was right about the key. I just used the wrong statement to justify presenting it.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Where going, Pearly? I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah. It was not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened to that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure.
Alright, Pearls.
Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered. To be continued. Holy guacamole. June 21st, 324, Korean Village.
Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick.
You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway.
I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man...
She definitely didn't.
Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person.
Yeah. Yes, Pearls.
I see.
I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. So what do you think of seeing your first trial?
I was really surprised. I'd never seen so many people before.
Oh.
And Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless.
Well, Maya's already naturally short, so...
And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes just got home. How's it going?
Ugh. Do you need to ask? Roughly... Oh, she means Franziska. Oh.
She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow.
I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world.
Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya?
Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer. A prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win.
That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with her heart on the inside, right?
There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually.
He? Who are you talking about? Oh, it's Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mr. Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgyworth?
That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore.
Huh?
He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it.
Oh, that's too bad.
by the way,
Yes, what is it?
you wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you?
Why are you asking me?
No, I was just thinking earlier.
I didn't see anything.
She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened?
What was I was doing? I wasn't doing anything.
She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I promise I won't tell anyone else. I promise. Oh boy, here we go again. She's got locks on her heart. Ugh.
I guess you could see through my lie, huh?
Yeah, clearly.
I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick?
I'm gonna take a look around to see if I can possibly find something. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Yeah, saving money. But I guess I wasn't strong enough to withstand the Phoenix. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? Looks like she's talking to a picture. Okay, that's scary. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Phoenix, right. Who was Misty? Hang on, why do I feel like that's... Not my, Nothing comes to mind. Well, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Oh, yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement, as I had to watch over the trainees training today. I get the sense she doesn't really want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand. And that is why a lowly branch member such as myself must do this. Wait, Misty! Misty Faye! Yeah. Misty is Mia's mom, Morgan's sister. Yeah, it just clicked before I happened to look at chat. The hint lights are all blank, so I'm guessing, yeah. It was not pleasant. You can catch the replay either on Twitch or when I upload the VOD. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lana and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was sent by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more, or did. However, that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end. And good sir, sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So, do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off and the day after the murder. Of course, however. And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright! Yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times do I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearls. Thank you for the pets. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Could I refer to them as both Mystics? Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going too far? Next question, please. Ah, man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure. About 16 or 17 years ago,
Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit, and after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Crane Village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. She's trying to usurp the family tree. Well, like I said a couple weeks ago, her name was short 1 syllable from being associated with an evil sorceress, so it kind of already puts her as a suspect in this case. Falling screen is really showing its age. All the same. Knew should have taken a look. I can always count on Lotta to make things hard. You pretty much got her intentions down now. Yes. I guess it's an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. Ah! I already did that. Looks like there's no one here. And even though, the weather is gorgeous today, it's raining inside my heart. Think of it like evil stepmother in Cinderella, yes. Lady Tremaine. Oh, Morgan is far more evil. Yeah, I could see it in her eyes. Yeah, what a bitch. Yep. Morgan Le Fay. Okay. Done examining. Let's move into the side room here. The bedding is all laid out today, too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. Excuse me, who am I talking to? There's no one here. Folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Alright. I think I've explored and probably tried to gather whatever I could. Let's see if there might be something.
Take that!
Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? Wait a minute! I'm down that far? What? Wait, you can do that? You tell me if I guess something is right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right?
Take that!
You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way. I told you that mistakes carry over. I didn't think they would carry over that badly! In the winding way? Oh, wow, you got it. So, do you think you could tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. All right, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Think of it like Phoenix's confidence meter. Well, I'm a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way? Well, she had the key. Let me just save my progress here.
Take that! Take that!
Yeah, I know we were in the winding way. Well, she had the key.
Take that!
So, I feel just a little better. Huh? You are a lawyer, but you're also still just a person after all. What? Ugh, I've made too many mistakes.
Take that!
What? Oh, God.
Take that!
What was she doing in the winding way? Not enough evidence. Then how do I... Well... Maya must still be in questioning. She'll probably be done in a little bit, so I'll come back later. This case had me out of the office most of the time. Come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be my top priority now. This is the key to this room. That's right. But why do you have it, good sir? That I'm not telling. Return it at once! I can't. It's evidence, after all. I think she knows exactly how important this key is to the murder. But what is this feeling I'm getting from her? It feels... I can't describe it. There's gotta be some... What else could there be to find, though? I've pretty much examined everything I could look at. And there's nothing. There's nothing else that sticks out. The only thing I could think of would be if I overlooked something in the side room. Unless you mean the area she was in, like, actual village.
about this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Now, where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where'd you find this?
I found it in the incinerator.
The incinerator? Did she talk about the one in the garden?
The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek.
When was that?
It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Are you going to tell my mother?
Huh? You mean tell Morgan about what you did?
Yes, if she finds out I was playing leftover trash, I'll get a spanking.
Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? Incinerator sounds like a good place to look next. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh, looks like they've noticed me. And are now running at top speed towards me.
Oh, hi! Like,
You're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix, right. Attorney at law. Nice to see you again.
oh, like, real suave. So, like, my turn. It's nice to see you, too.
What? So what's up? You're all out of breath.
Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here.
Excited?
Like, I mean, there's so many things to, like, see, it's, like, the real deal here.
Oh, really? For example?
For example, like, that urn over there, do you, like, know about it?
All I see is an old, cracked piece of pottery.
Is there some sort of legend connected to that urn?
What?
Like, yeah, it's, like, this village's treasure.
Huh, didn't know that.
And it's, like, sealed inside that urn.
What are you talking about?
Like, you know, Ami Faye's spirit.
Ami Faye? Who's that?
Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Ami.
You don't have to get upset with me.
So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives within our urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? What?
Romantic, huh? That urn really is important, as you said. It could be a vital clue. You want to ask you about the murder.
Murder?
Dr. Gray's, remember? As if there's another one?
Oh, that one. Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room.
Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all?
Like, come on, what a total bore. I totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing.
Oh, yeah. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Korean village. No relation. Sure. Even if you're only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident?
Like, why? You think like, it's got to do something, like, do with the murder?
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Another lock? Seriously? Psych locks?
Like, what is it?
Looks like I'm going to need something to pry her mouth open on this one. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks? Looks like something like I am, huh? Weird. Wait a minute. Wait, it's an anagram. Someone hastily put this back together. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it, a tiny bit, but still. So someone tried to burn this. And this key was also found in there. I get the feeling that incinerator played a crucial part in this murder. Let me just double check something here. Nope, nothing new. Okay, back. Nope, let's give this a try.
Take that!
Please tell me about the traffic accident.
Like,
Whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally.
Oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that.
Interesting. He just has to ask whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like you got someone in mind? This is the only accident-related thing I could think of.
Take that!
Oh, so like that person had a car accident too? You can't tell me you don't know. Like, how would you know if the person had, like, had an accident? Oh, besides, like, I don't know, not an ambulance chaser like you. What other person had an accident recently?
Take that!
Yourself.
Take that!
I want to ask you about your own car accident.
Me?
Yes.
So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident?
This isn't necessarily the trial area, and I'm already at low health, so it's just a matter of trying to...
Take that!
Nope, that's not it. I mean, I think I'm on the right track. It's just a matter of...
Take that!
Is it really this?
Take that!
No.
other proof do I have to prove that she was in, like, another quote-unquote accident? I don't think you got proof yet. What else am I overlooking then? Accident, accident, accident. I mean, it doesn't really matter how often I fail on some of this stuff. So, I guess the only way I can probably think would be if I were to...
Take that!
Maybe I have to break ink pearls, those locks, to get the proof.
Take that!
The only thing I think of would probably be... It's between the urn and the cloth scrap. I think it may be this.
Take that!
Ah!
Take that!
At this point, it's just pretty much brute force.
Take that! Take that!
Ugh. I don't have evidence there. Too. Ah! Do I have to, like, start presenting in hopes of getting something? Said about giving this to you. Ugh, I am really running out of brain power on this. This is just really draining me. Do you have articles, info on the car accident? Have you presented profiles? I mean, I've tried presenting... Well...
Take that!
Yes, I do have articles, info on the car accident. That's how I was able to undo the lock initially. Some of them might... Okay, maybe I was looking at the wrong profile.
Take that!
Ah. I thought there was gonna be, like, some weird stuff.
Take that!
We were getting somewhere with this one. Can you prove I was in an accident? I tried presenting the article earlier and that didn't work. Is presenting the profile here?
Take that!
No. Hmm.
know, part of me is kind of wondering if I'm even cut out for games like this.
Take that!
Maybe if I started out way young, it wouldn't be as frustrating, but now as an adult, when I have so much... When I think more logically and more straightforward, this is all flying over my head.
Take that! Take that!
It is not it. It's not that. Okay, there's probably something I'm either missing or don't have enough of. Let me head back into town.
Hey, Nick, I've been waiting.
She looks so helpless.
So, how was it? What'd you find out?
Well, I found a few things.
It's so bad you can't even look me in the eye.
I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble.
So how was it, today's trial? I mean...
You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would all make a great Hollywood movie.
Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya.
Thanks a lot, really. Hey, Nick, the person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it?
Of course not. You're completely innocent.
If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right?
Well, did you check behind the folding screen?
I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there.
That's exactly what Lotta said, too.
Nick?
Yeah?
Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray?
Because of something Mia told me.
My sis? What did she tell you?
She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you.
Now that you mention it, wait, then I really am?
You're not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged.
Drugged?
I think this was planned from the very beginning, and you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray.
That's...
I want to ask you something about Pearls.
Pearlie? What about her?
No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder.
Huh? Wait, Nick! You don't think she did it, do you?
No, nothing like that.
She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never! She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great, and cute.
I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that date, right?
Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball.
A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. So, about this ball.
It's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started channeling the challenge job that day. Pearlie really loves to play with that ball.
She loves to play with that ball, huh?
When she wants to get it, she always aims
right into the clothing box. The clothing box.
Yeah. Pearlie's always hiding in there. You know, the side room. There's a clothing box in there. She's really big. It's really big, so once you see, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about.
Clothing box in the side room, huh?
I think we now finally have ourselves possible direction. Ah!
Hey, wait, please, Lotta! She ran off into the manor. Oh, good grief.
Ow! Come on!
Lotta!
Ah! Hey, I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. Y'all lay eyes on me and they turn to dust.
Ugh. Now which way did she run? Pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said it's always kept in the clothing box, so then what's it doing on the floor? She's hiding in the box, isn't she?
Ah! What?
What were you doing in there? What are you thinking?
I'm bad person, just another piece of you with trash. I need a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into the scolding box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh, man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box, and it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this... It's the clothing box. I thought I felt my soul take off for a second when Lana jumped out at me, so it's big enough to fit a grown adult. Well, if she can be called an adult... Couldn't see someone behind the screen because they were hiding in the box. So the question is, who got shot? Who possibly got shot? They obviously didn't get hit because otherwise there would be blood in the box. Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair? She means Lana. She said don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. I'm sure it was helpful to you in some way, but I'm still in training, so I don't know anything about it. I'm really deeply sorry. No, it's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. I'm very sorry. This feels weird talking to a kid like this. Nope. For now, you should investigate everything instead of trying to break the locks right away. Well, like I said, since my health was already down... Hey, Morgan! Yes, what is it? And must you be so noisy? We have a rule here. The hallway is not for running. Now then, in a calm manner, ask you a question. Okay. Anyway, did you see Lana come by here? Oh, that girl from the Heartland. I'm sorry, but she did not pass by here at any time. Lana, you sure know how to waste a man's time. Well, like I said, and since my health was already at bare bones minimum already, it doesn't matter if I fail or pass the locks immediately anyway. Since I would have to start over from scratch anyway. I wonder.
Take that!
I think you could tempt the locks now on pearls. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Take that!
So not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know much? Well, I'm a lawyer, you know. Maybe she was playing with this.
Take that!
Yep. You were playing with this ball, right?
Ah, that's right.
How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball.
Yeah, I was playing with my ball.
Uh-huh. And then something happened, huh? Something really bad.
What do you mean, something? Nothing happened.
This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. Oh, gosh. It's gotta be something... Ah, yeah, this.
Take that!
The urn. She must have knocked it over with the ball. This urn. It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here, isn't it?
Yes.
What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there.
Please don't tease me.
Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? Because fuck you, that's why. Why did you tell kids not to play ball in the house? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think Inca hit the bullseye this time, but it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet.
It's a really old urn, isn't it?
I guess?
It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks.
Her voice is shaking.
How can you tell me that urn has been broken?
Because it's misspelled.
Take that!
Who started the Korean channeling technique?
Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Ami.
That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know?
How do I spell her name? I don't know.
It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. I was way ahead of the ball on that one. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Ugh. That feels much better.
Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way with my ball.
And that's when you broke the urn?
Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Ami's spirit fly away.
Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay?
I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought,
Health! Yes! Finally!
they would make me leave the village, but the broken pieces were so pretty big, so...
You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice?
Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there.
The hallway? You mean winding way?
Yes.
Oh, poor kid.
The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by.
I see. So about how long did it take for you? It must have been a nasty repair job.
Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. When I finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor.
So that's around when Lada and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder.
When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
I'm going to get banished, aren't I?
I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Ami's happy to be free from that cramped urn.
Yeah, I hope so.
No harm done, and a happy resolution.
Phew.
If I'm to get back to full health, I would really have to be careful with, You know what? I'm actually kind of wondering. This has nothing to do with your spiritual powers. Okay, well, I tried. Which he'll lose again. I'm trying to be careful this time around. So I apparently don't have enough to potentially click shit, I forgot her name. Enie's memory on the car accident. Unless it comes down to a profile that I'm overlooking. Save here. I think I found everything I can, but I can't see how it all adds up. And is me being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister. How is it that spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Enie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to you. I wish I knew a little more. Phoenix! Someone's shouting! Oh, I get it. I can't be bothered to look up a trash. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah, Lotta! Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump for one around like is. Thanks. But, you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? As for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing?
Well, you see, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, aren't you?
You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister.
Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me.
You hurt Maya really badly, Lana.
I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me.
Yes. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Thank goodness. I'm still
what?
No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know. Gibberish. Nothing. Lot of heart. At your service.
Huh?
I'll share with y'all all the dirt I've dug up.
Thanks.
Hey, don't be surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give y'all this info for free.
Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one is an alien clone. If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta?
Well, heck. Ain't it obvious it's that occult freak?
You mean Eenie Meenie? Eenie Miney?
Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That granny, you and me, were all together that whole time.
So Lotta suspects Eenie, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eenie.
That's Eenie Meenie, Eenie Miney, right?
Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl.
You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world.
Yeah, I heard as much. I also heard that Eenie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Korean Village.
You don't say. That's one squeaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her?
Speaking of Eenie, do you have any information about her?
Sure.
Well, what is it?
It'll cost you, and it'll cost a lot.
So much for free information, damn it! Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary.
That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago.
Hospitalized? But why?
Well, heck, you can go find out on your own, huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something.
Maybe? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, see, actually, it was going to be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there.
Ugh.
Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right?
Spoiled gumbo sounds ew. I mean, look, I don't blame this on... Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better check out this hottie clinic? What? I almost read that as hoity, as in hoity-toity. Or the hoi polloi, I have no idea. So this is where Ini was hospitalized. Oh God, this guy! Oh boy. I don't know his character personally, aside from the parodies.
My dear friend, I can't even remember her name. I'll have to look through my collection of human heads.
My Hody Shop Rody. You read that as Hody? I don't know.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Yes. Are you a doctor here?
Yes, I'm Dr. Hoity. Oh.
I didn't think he'd be speaking with the director. I'd be speaking with the director himself.
Yes, so what can I help you with?
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Miney.
Miss Miney. Miss Eenie Miney?
Yes. Oh, her.
It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago.
Wow, that's creepy. Here you are. Here you are, sir.
You know, you should be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweetums, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start with Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital.
Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss.
Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes,
Don't, yes, me. Who in the world are you?
I'm Director Hoity. Ho.
The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the humanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic?
Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes.
Doctory, clinical. He's itchy, yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes,
what is that look for?
Yes, there's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here.
You do surgeries here, right?
Yes, we do some plastic surgery here, it seems.
It seems?
Yes, It seems that way.
What do you know about Miss Eenie Miney? Yeah. Drink. Whoa! I almost knocked mine over. Close call.
Now you're talking. Yes, that girl, she was transferred from the general hospital.
From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need?
Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad.
Thanks for the hydrate. So, what kind was it?
Yes, well, no. You see, that is something, no, I can't tell you.
So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director.
See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all in those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes?
I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's got to be something I could show to this old coot. I wonder about this person.
I feel like somewhere. I've seen her somewhere before. I think, Oh, when she comes tomorrow for her consultation, I'm sure we could get reacquainted.
I don't believe this. Okay, let's try this one then.
Miss Eenie is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? What a creep.
Yeah, sure.
I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident, yes?
I'll tell her for you.
Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. Something tells me, yes, no, nothing. There's no need to bring in this person for exam. Wouldn't do it anyway, huh?
Even as a pretend doctor, he gets an F from me. I wonder. Come to... Well... This patient is not going to be rehabilitation.
And look at that strange face twisting all those ways and that oily sweat. His body swinging back and forth. Wobble, wobble, like he's about to fall. Yes.
Hey, don't just cut into my monologue like that. I'm explaining things here.
Ah, sorry. Yes, I'm most sorry. Yes, uh-huh.
Sheesh. What do you know about this? It's boring, that's why. Oh, for fuck's sake. Attractive, huh? Maybe this. Nope. Is that it?
Now, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, this is an extreme. Wait, I showed him picture number 2.
Is that what I think it is? Yep. Nice and exciting. What a fucking creep. What do you think? Does anything grab your attention?
Let's start by taking this nice. Yes, I like this picture. Yes, mind if I borrow this for a while for private research purposes?
That's okay. I don't think I should support his research. Boring again. Ah! Did I represent this? I did. Ah!
There's gotta be a profile I'm missing.
This doesn't look like there's anyone to encounter. This month is word to the wise. Do something in vain and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to tell your patients, isn't it?
Oh, that's in the x-ray room. Yes.
How do you know what I was thinking?
Yes, well, it's because that x-ray room. Yes.
There's something very peculiar about this guy because I know it's not me. It's got a feeling of... one, and there's so much left, but I don't see all that many patients.
Yes, well, the quality, not quantity, that counts.
What in the world did that have to do with anything? What am I missing? Yeah, figured. No locks on this guy. Oh, you think I got it? Speak up, son. We're not really in the trial phase, and I just really would like to keep this going. Flash the badge? Really? Down to this thing? What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder.
Yes, what's with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes.
The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you.
Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on the secret.
What's that?
Yes, actually, I'm not the real director.
Are you kidding? Anyone with a half a fly's brain knew that!
What do you mean?
Do I have to explain this to him?
Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay?
Huh?
I'm actually this place... See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia.
You mean walking encyclopedia?
Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, haughty patients. hottie patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah. Oh boy, what a creep. How about you keep that? Yeah. How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, what do you want to know about Miss Eenie? Right? Little Miss Eenie Miney. That girl, I remember especially well. Really, especially very well. Please tell me what you know about Eenie Miney. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see, yep. I could see it was a huge wound at that. Huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, all right. Yes, it's an accident. An accident, yes. They're scary, yes. Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what's wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. You talk about Miss Enie's operation. Yes, Miss Enie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burnt like toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It's a good thing that Miss Eenie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, she had gotten in her license, so she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So you see, I got her picture as a way to remember. Yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh wait. What? A pretty little girl? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. Oh boy, I guess I wasn't off giving him the voice I was giving him. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. Enie's photo of Director Hody's treasure possession. Oh boy. So you looked up information on Enie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eenie was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing. Or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next moment a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Eenie fought with the door, or finally got it open and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details article. Yes. Articles about a car accident. This is a different newspaper clipping too, updated in the court record. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Eenie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes, so, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes? Yes, thank you very much. Yes, well, then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Eenie I said hi, okay? Yes? It's time for me to leave, too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave! God damn it. Alright, let's take a look at the clip. May 24th. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. That's probably Enie's sister. Ongoing investigations revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about the crash. I was totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep, but I opted open the right door and got out. I don't remember anything else. Doctor lurking in the shadows. If Miss Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray's surgical clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their deaths. Is this then just a mere coincidence? I think we finally have what we need to break those locks. Hey, so how was it? Did you get to the clinic? Yeah, I found a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier, that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting.
I don't like the looks of this.
But honestly, I'll tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot.
Well, I guess you could put it that way.
Always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into? A murder. That's what.
Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on!
What?
That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in this world.
Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people! You said something about stealing the master's seat?
Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny.
Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Eni is, Lotta?
Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle.
Okay, thanks.
You got something to ask her?
Yeah, I got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me.
So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter.
The eldest daughter?
Turns out, that old bat is Misty Faye's oldest sister.
Oh?
They say the oldest sister is usually the one with the more spiritual power.
Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly.
Well, anyway, somehow Granny here lost to her younger sister Misty.
I see.
Just made the townsfolk turned against her, so I hear. Say all sorts of things too, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master? Disgraceful.
Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger?
Maya's family would have been in the Branch family, I reckon. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret.
Like, what's with that scary look on your face?
Alright, let's finally break this lock.
Take that!
Please tell me about the traffic accident.
What? Like, whose accident?
Yeah. Read through all this 100 times earlier.
Take that!
Me? Yes.
Take that!
Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eenie Meenie holds interview about crash. You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct?
Like, wait,
What now?
that's not me.
Huh?
I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Miney, is, like, pretty common.
What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is here too.
Like, totally, wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps.
You think I'm going to let you get away with that?
So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized?
It's probably going to come down to this driver's license. The fact that Mr. Hoity is the, was holding on to this.
Take that!
This is your proof.
Like, what's that picture supposed to mean?
I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at.
Huh? So?
There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you.
That creepy fake director!
Now you're ready to tell me about the accident?
Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder.
Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct?
And?
That woman who died, who do you suppose... who's they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be? This is pretty straightforward.
Take that!
I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney.
Mimi.
You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Ah! I'm back, baby! Ah!
Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door.
And your sister?
I, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything.
I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills?
Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back.
I wonder. This does give Amy a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray.
It seems simple, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I'd say impossible.
What?
I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it.
Morgan's not here. Whew. Well, that was quite that was another agonizing mental puzzles. I finally am back in, like, I guess as good a shape as I could possibly get for my health here. And we'll just pick up then next Sunday with more Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and see where this case is going to go from here.